Have you ever pondered about the nature of God, the qualities that make God, well, God? Let's embark on a journey to explore the enigma of God's nature. It's an intriguing concept, one that has sparked curiosity and interest for centuries. One of the many aspects of God's nature are his non-moral attributes. These include his eternal nature, omnipresence, omniscience, and omnipotence. Let's take a moment to comprehend these terms. God's eternal nature suggests that he exists beyond the constraints of time, having no beginning or end. Omnipresence refers to God's ability to be everywhere at once, while omniscience means he knows everything there is to know. Quite mind-boggling, isn't it? But let's not stop there. Let's delve deeper into God's omnipotence. This word, derived from Latin, essentially means all-powerful. Imagine a power without limitations, a force that can move mountains, create universes, and breathe life into existence. That's the omnipotence of God. Yet God's non-moral attributes, while fascinating, only scratch the surface of his nature. Now, what about his moral attributes? As we delve deeper into the nature of God, we find his moral attributes: holiness, justice, mercy, love, truthfulness, and compassion. Let's start with holiness. In simple terms, holiness is being completely pure and separate from anything bad or wrong. Picture an untouched snowfield, pure and pristine. That's God's holiness, untouched by wrongdoing, pure in the absolute sense. Next is justice. Think of justice as a perfect judge, always making the fairest calls. Every decision is balanced, every punishment fits the crime, and every reward is deserved. That's the justice of God. Always fair, always right. But justice isn't the only quality of God. There's also mercy. Mercy is a little like a parent's unconditional love for their child. No matter how many times a child messes up, a parent's love never wavers, and they're always ready to forgive. That's God's mercy, an unwavering readiness to forgive, no matter how many times we fall short. Now, let's talk about love. God's love isn't just any love. It's a love that knows no bounds, a love that's always there, even when it seems impossible. Imagine a friend who sticks by your side no matter what. That's a glimpse of God's love, constant, unwavering, and always present. Truthfulness is another key quality of God. It's like a friend who never tells a lie. Every word they say is trustworthy and reliable. That's God's truthfulness. His words are always true, always reliable. Lastly, there's compassion. Compassion is like a doctor who goes above and beyond to treat their patients. They don't just do the minimum, they do everything they can to help. That's God's compassion, always going the extra mile to help us, to guide us, to comfort us. These moral qualities, combined with his non-moral attributes, paint a picture of a God who is both powerful and loving, just and merciful. Among all of God's qualities, his compassion stands out, reaching out to us in ways we can truly feel and understand. This compassion is not abstract or distant, but rather it's a palpable force that has been demonstrated throughout history. In the Chronicles of the Old Testament, God's compassion was often shown in moments of mercy, forgiveness, and deliverance. This compassion is also reflected in the ministry of Jesus, who, in his teachings and actions, became a living embodiment of God's understanding and care. He healed the sick, forgave the sinners, and offered hope to the hopeless, all acts of divine compassion that resonate with us even today. Imagine the warmth and care you feel when someone truly understands and cares for you. That's the essence of God's compassion. It's knowing that you are seen, understood, and loved, regardless of your imperfections. It's a beacon of hope in times of despair, a guiding light that assures us of love that is unfathomable in depth and limitless in reach. God's compassion, like a comforting blanket, wraps around us, reminding us we are never alone. As we journey through the qualities of God, we find a blend of power, wisdom, justice, and love that is truly awe-inspiring. This divine blend paints a picture of a God who is not only all-knowing, all-powerful, and present everywhere, but also one who is intrinsically good, just, and loving. Let's remind ourselves of the moral qualities we've discussed. God's holiness, which sets him apart from everything else. His justice, ensuring fairness and righteousness. His mercy, offering forgiveness and compassion, even when we fall short. His love, vast and unconditional, reaching out to all of us. His truthfulness, a steadfast foundation upon which we can rely. And then there's God's compassion, a quality so powerful, It permeates throughout the Old Testament and shines brightly in the ministry of Jesus. It's this compassion that underscores God's deep care for humanity, a testament to his love and kindness. In understanding God's qualities, we can better comprehend his nature, a nature that is as complex as it is beautiful.